Jai Shri Mataji. By the grace of Her Holiness Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi Ji, we are going to start today's session in English. So, in the first part, we are going to meditate, do balancing, and achieve the thoughtless state. In the second part, we are going to conduct the session about the importance of meditation. So, before that, we start the meditation. Just keep your attention on mother's photograph, which is in front of you. Sit very comfortable. Both the hands should be open. Take a deep breath and slowly exhale. While exhaling, please exhale all the stress which is on your mind as well as on your body. Now slowly we will raise our Kundalini and take Bandhan. Keeping your attention inside, now slowly we will close our eyes. For balancing, put our right hand towards Mother Earth and keep attention on your left palm. From your heart, we have to pray our Mother Kundalini. O Mother Kundalini, please help us to cure our left channel. O Mother Earth, please remove all the obstacles on our left channel. Please give us pure desire. Put your right hand on your lap. Raise your left hand towards the ether. O Mother Kundalini, please help us to get balance in our right channel. O Ether, please help us to remove all the obstacles in our right channel. Her Holiness Shri Mataji, please give us purity in our action. Slowly put your left hand on your lap. Feel the vibrations on both the palms as well as on your Sahasrara chakra, and just observe without thinking or any reaction. Put your right hand on the central part of your navel area. Her Holiness Shri Mataji, by your grace, I am a fully satisfied person. Mother, please make us fully satisfied. Keep your right hand on the left heart. Confidently, you have to say and feel that, "Oh Mother, by your grace, I am the pure spirit. I am not this body, nor these thoughts. I am the pure spirit." O Divine Mother, please make me confident, self-dependent, Put your right hand on the Sahasrara. Press it and slowly move it 7 times clockwise. Her Holiness Shri Mataji, please help us to establish our self-realization. Please help us to be in present state and always connected with the source of energy. Slowly raise your right hand above the head and just watch the flow of energy. If still there are some thoughts, say, I forgive these thoughts. I forgive. I forgive. I forgive. Put your right hand on your lap. Just watch and be with the energy and the thoughtless state. In this state, we will meditate for few minutes. And after that, we will listen to Her Holiness Sri Mataji's speech on importance and benefits of meditation.
Every day you should do meditation. Those who do not do meditation are capable of falling down. Because meditation is like putting oil into the lamp. Those who do not meditate, think they can do without it, are sadly mistaken. They have to meditate morning and evening. The problem is, everything comes so handy, so simple, that they don't understand that meditation is very important. Many people. Not you, but there are many I know who get realization, don't meditate. And their style is different. Their nature is different. Meditation is such a soothing thing, such a beautiful way of connection with the divine, that all your problems get solved in that meditative mood. If you are not meditating, you are not following meditation, then maybe your light will go down. It won't give sufficient light. It's important, very important, to find out about yourself, about others, in the meditation. How to do meditation? Many people ask me. Don't do anything. To just go into thoughtless awareness. Try to go to the thoughtless awareness. If you can get into that condition of thoughtless awareness, you've done your job. Because that's the point where you are with the truth, with the reality, with the joy, with everything that is so fundamental. When you meditate, try not to make some sort of a function out of it. No. Meditation is something silencing yourself, silencing your thoughts, and going to that deep ocean which is within you itself. But supposing you don't do that, if you don't meditate, I can make out immediately those who are meditating and those who are not. It's not difficult for me. Those who do not meditate are always hesitating. They are confused. They can't understand. And that's why meditation is the most important thing in search. Just like a light burns with the electricity flowing in it, you can say, or by because of the candles. In the same way, meditation is a continuous availability of the divine force. That will reduce all your apprehensions. Not only that, but takes out all the negative thoughts. It takes out all the discouraging things. And when you are meditating like that, thoughtless awareness, then you will be amazed how you are helped from within and without. It's a terrible power that works, this thoughtless awareness. So those who do not meditate cannot go very much far with the advantage of Sahaja. One should try to meditate and go up to the point of thoughtless awareness. So, what happens to you? If you are in thoughtless awareness, what happens to you is that you get the confidence, complete confidence of divinity. You know you have that. I have seen children coming from our school in Dharamshala, extremely confident and extremely humble. And I asked them, what do you do? They said, Father, we meditate. We meditate in the school, in the evening, and that meditation helps. Imagine these small children can say that. So why not you also understand it? That meditation will give you security. It will give you a real enlightenment and a complete connection with the divine. Without the connection of the divine, what's the use of doing surgery? I know the people who are meditating, who have gone down into their being and who are very developed. Also, I know people who are little superficial. Your depth is in thoughtless awareness. It's a very important point which you should reach. Looking at anything, if you are thoughtlessly aware, then you really become reflective about it. Just works out that way. I don't know how far you can remain in that condition. But even for a second you can achieve it, you start achieving it more and more. I've talked so much about meditation before, but today when I see all these candles burning, I think they are all meditative. They are all in meditation. And that's how they are burning. In the same way, Sahaja Yogis who meditate, I know, And those who don't, I know. And if they have problems, I know why the problems are there. Main thing is your connection with the divine is only possible when you meditate and become thoughtlessly aware. That's the point where divine works. It helps. It comes to your help in such a way that you don't know how you have achieved it. So thoughtless awareness is the first point all of you should achieve. Very important. After that, we can achieve something else. But the first step is thoughtless awareness. It's very important to become thoughtlessly aware, because then there are no thoughts coming from the left or right, from the present or the future. Just in the present, you are there. It's something you all have. It's not that I'm saying that to you, but all of you have this. But steady yourself. You have to steady yourself at thoughtless awareness. How long? That's not the point. The point is, once you touched it, you'll go on touching it. Many people meditate, but their thought process is going on. They are not thoughtlessly silent. Now, this is the one point which is very important. If you have to grow, you should be absolutely in connection with the divine through thoughtless awareness. You don't have to pray. You don't have to call anyone. Nothing. It just works because it is within you. All these thoughts are bombarding from both the sides in your mind. These thoughts that are coming to you have no meaning with you. They do not substantiate yourself. You are an ocean. And you have to get into that state of thoughtless awareness. It is always described in all the great books, but not so clearly as I am telling you. I don't say that some of you do not get thoughtless awareness, so they are good for nothing. No. But please try. You can all get into that state of thoughtless awareness. Even for a second, if you get it, it's a very good idea. Then you go on increasing that second. I think it's a reflecting mind. When you look at something, you become thoughtlessly aware. And then your mind reflects to the depth of what you see. That's how you all will become really very creative surgeons. What I find that this state of thoughtless awareness is not established by many, which is not good. Today, on this day of Diwali, I would say that you enlighten yourself with thoughtless awareness. It is not difficult. It is within you, because thoughts are coming from this side and that side. And they are not the waves of your brain, no. Just your own reactions. But in case you meditate in the real sense of the word, then you will get into that thoughtless awareness, which is a very important point. And all these nonsensical thoughts, which are of no use to you, will disappear. They won't be there, and then your growth is possible, and you grow very well. Many people are here who will say, Mother, we don't get that state. Try. Try that. I don't believe you cannot get it. All of you can get that thought that I can get it and you will get it. In that, you don't have to discard anything, you don't have to see anything, just go into meditation and you'll be amazed how it will work. Of course, you are very much there, most of you, but still, I would say, increase that thoughtless awareness, that area.
Jai Shri Mataji. Let us bow down to Her Holiness Shri Mataji for blessing us with divine wisdom through her speech. Let us slowly open our eyes. Shri Mataji has already explained in great detail the importance of meditation. But still, in spite of having listened to her speech, we keep on having doubts. We keep on making excuses. We keep on putting meditation further and further away under some pretext or the other. Let us take a step back and think for a while. Do we ask ourselves, why do I need to brush my teeth? Why do I need to drink water? Why should I have food? Why should I breathe? Why should I sleep? Have we ever asked ourselves these questions? Under normal circumstances, we don't ask these questions because we already know the answers to these questions. In other words, we already know the importance of these things in our day-to-day life. In the same way, we have to understand and be aware of the importance of meditation. So what would happen if we don't meditate? And what happens after we meditate? Once we become fully aware of these things, it will be very easy for us to understand the importance of meditation. It will be very easy for us to put meditation into our daily lives. It will be easy for us to make meditation a way of life. And eventually, we can reap the benefits of meditation. So as Shri Mataji has explained from time to time, the first and foremost thing that happens when we meditate regularly is that our health improves. Now we all know the reason why our health improves. Each of these energy centers or nerve plexuses are connected to certain organs within our body. Once the Kundalini energy is awakened, it nourishes these energy centers, brings them into a state of balance, and automatically, consequently, the functioning of the organs related to these energy centers also start becoming normalized. For example, if you have certain complaints about your digestive tract, let's say you keep on having some acidity problems, you keep on having indigestion, these things just go away because that particular center, the Nabhi chakra, the void, they get awakened, the Kundalini energy nourishes them, and the functioning of the organs related to that center gets normalized. When we meditate, we always pray, we say affirmations which are specific to certain chakras or energy centers. Now, in order to understand the importance of meditation, we have to ask ourselves, do we not want these qualities to become part of our personality? Let's take example of few chakras. For example, at Muladhara chakra, we pray so that we become joyous and joy-giving like a small child. Now, do we not want to become like that? Just when we look at a child, the way he gives joy to others, and he himself is so joyous, do we not want to become like that? Similarly, the Swadhisthana chakra, the chakra that gives us positive, constructive thought, the chakra or energy center that endows us with creativity. Do we not want to become creative? How many of us can honestly say, no, I don't want to become creative? Then we move on to the Nabhi chakra, which is a seat of inner peace, satisfaction, contentment, and generosity. So everywhere, wherever we pray, wherever we ask for these qualities, we have to also ask, do we not want to become like that? Do I need my inner peace? Should I derive satisfaction from the work that I do? And if the answer is a resounding yes, then that is when we truly understand and become aware of the importance of meditation. Similarly, we have the void, which is the Bhavasagar, which is the principle of the Guru within us. Awakening of this center makes us our own Guru, our own Master, which means we become aware of our shortcomings. Not only that, we also become aware of ways how to overcome these shortcomings and make ourselves a better person. Then we move on to the heart chakra, the center heart, which is the seat of self-confidence and fearlessness. Now, many of us would have some fear if he or she is asked to do some public speaking. It is quite natural to have increase in the heartbeat, some palpitation, some nervousness, tension in our muscles. The moment we are asked to speak in front of a crowd, even though the crowd may be small, just 10-20 people. So where does the self-confidence, the fearlessness come from? It is within us. It has to be awakened. And who awakens that? Our own Kundalini energy awakens that once we receive the blessings of Her Holiness Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi, once we receive our self-realization. Similarly, heart also means qualities of the mother and qualities of the father. How many of us do not want to have a nature that is loving and caring and a personality that also is compassionate? It is extremely important in today's world that we have these qualities and they become part of our behavior. Similarly, we go to the Vishuddhi Chakra, seat of communication, an energy center that awakens the sense of pure relationships that we need to have with our colleagues, with friends, relatives, and everyone that is part of our life. Then we move on to the Agya Chakra, where we awaken the power of forgiveness within us. During our daily lives, we come across people. There are various incidences, episodes, events that make us unhappy, that may make us angry. The only solution to that, to overcome the anger, to overcome any unhappiness, dissatisfaction that we may have with anyone, is to forgive everyone from the bottom of our heart. And again, this particular power within us is awakened once the Kundalini reaches the Agya Chakra and pierces the Agya Chakra and then comes out through the fontanelle bone or the limbic area. So again, I would urge all of you and all of us indeed should ask ourselves, do I want to have these qualities within us, within me? Do I want to make my personality the way it is expected and the way it will become if I meditate regularly? And if the answer is yes, then we have understood the importance of meditation, and therein lie the benefits of meditation too. I would now hand over to Dr. Vishwajit Chauhan to take us through some additional benefits of Sahaj Yoga meditation. Thank you very much. Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji. There are so many benefits of meditation. Before that, we will have to share you the definition of health according to the World Health Organization as well as by Ayurveda. Like in Ayurveda, they have said that samadoshaha samagnisha samadhatu malakriya prasanna atma indriya manaha swastha iti abhidhyate. That is, your body, your mind, your spirituality, in all aspects, all the 5 elements, 7 dhatus, all must be in balance. Then and then only you can call as a balanced personality or a healthy personality. According to the definition of World Health Organization, physical health, spiritual health, mental health, social health, family health, so many aspects of health has been added. But as a doctor, how can we give you other health rather than physical health? Only by medicines. So, to improve all these types of health, you have to go for meditation, and meditation helps you to get connected with the source of energy, and the source of energy benefits you in all the aspects of health. In a very simple way, if you see, when we meditate, as shown by Her Holiness Shri Mataji, when our energy rises, if you see your breathing rate, automatically it becomes deep and slow. Slow but deep. So, slow and deep breathing improves your health, helps you to reduce your thoughts. Because a person is always thinking, and his energy is lost to the thoughts. And as soon as this energy crosses the Agya, automatically both the thoughts are stopped. They are come in the present state, and automatically the loss of energy is prevented. The loss of energy is prevented, and the energy which is gained is utilized for healing automatically by the body. Second important thing, see the pulse rate also. See, if a person calls you and something there is any nuisance or problem, automatically your blood pressure shoots. But if you do meditate, you will just look at it, see the situation and handle it properly. Without affecting your mind, your body, your blood pressure, your heart, your lungs, your digestion, your stomach, whatever you say. A very simple way, if a person is feeling his body is warm, after meditation you will see his temperature will be reduced a little bit. And if it is having too cold body, he will come in a normal temperature also. A person who can't sleep, after meditation he can sleep properly. And a person who is very sleepy, he will be alert and he will come in balance after meditation. So, but after not only meditation, after self-realization and then after meditation. Before self-realization, we were also meditating, but that much benefits we are not getting because we are just closing the eyes and just thinking of the meditation. But now, practically, naturally, what has happened by the grace of Her Holiness Shri Mataji? The energy has awakened. Now we are connecting with the source of energy and we have become the spirit. So many aspects of health benefits in this meditation. One more, if you see that a person who is left-sided, who is having sloth and emotional and depressive, okay, automatically, slowly, when he comes in balance after meditation, he just goes away from this depressive state and comes in the present. And the people who were very angry on the right sided, they also come in the balance and automatically they become peaceful person. About memory also, in children, if you see, those children who are studying or the students, before meditation and after meditation, so many research has been done in Sahaja Yoga also, that the children after meditation 10 to 15% marks has been increased. One more Sahaja Yogi doctor has done a research that from our brain, alpha, beta, gamma, delta and theta waves arise. Like alpha is a little bit peaceful activity, but theta is very powerful and very balanced activity. And beta and other activities are just imbalance activities. But after Sahaja Yoga meditation, the theta activity has been found on the Sahasrara area, which is very important in this meditation. And it is a very balanced state energy, which soothes your mind, your body, your overall well-being. As you all know that in today's era, all the diseases are not only physical diseases, they are also called as psychosomatic problems. Psycho is nothing but the mind imbalance and the soma is nothing but the body imbalance. So, they are not cured only by medicines. So therefore, we all are asking all the patients to do the meditation as well as medication simultaneously to overcome these psychosomatic problems. Also, rejuvenation of body is very important aspect. As soon as our energy rises, our thought process goes in silence, automatically the loss of energy is prevented, and thereby the rejuvenation of body is also occurring inside due to this meditation, Sahaja Yoga meditation. And thereby, if you see, you look more younger. If you are at the age of 50, you will look 45. Her Holiness Shri Mataji herself has explained in her speech about the benefits of this meditation. Now we will meet you soon on the next Saturday, and the next Saturday topic is about 3 Maha Mantras, the 3 great mantras which are related to our subtle system and the subtle energy that we will see on next Saturday. So we are very grateful and thankful to Her Holiness Shri Mataji for giving us this self-realization, for awakening this Kundalini energy and giving us this knowledge. Thank you very much, Shri Mataji. Jai Shri Mataji.